Hi everyone, Cristina from Mavrik Investing here with Erin today.
Hey guys, how's it going? We're busy doing a walkthrough of an Airbnb property that we have. We're about to rent it out, just kind of doing the finishing touches. I think one of the contractors is here today, so let's go check it out. Hey, what's up, Sean? How's it going, man?
How you doing, man?
Good, bud. Good to see you, man. Yeah, what's happening? What are you working on?
Just confirming that we have power everywhere, you know, for the appointments come in, garbage disposal, all that good stuff. So just making sure we're ready to get it all in.
This is Sean. Sean is our licensed and bonded electrician. Sean, say hi to YouTube.
What's up, YouTube?
And Sean specializes in solar power, and so he's helping us getting this up and running. So yeah, any questions for Sean? What do you think, Cristina, so far? This is what we got.
So this is my first time checking it out, and it is so cute.
We're gonna have a little mini kitchenette right here.
Okay.
We kind of opened everything up. You know, Sean put in the new lighting, the new electrical, and I think he's busy working, making sure that everything's dialed in. So that when a guest comes in to have power, then you click the switch and magic happens. That's your role, right?
Yeah.
This is going to be an Airbnb, right? Do you have any numbers in mind for?
Yeah, absolutely.
Staying?
So Airbnb, you can rent. You know, the goal is to try to get you more than what a regular rental will get you. So you know, a regular rental in this area for a studio is about $1,600 a month, and we're going to try to rent it out for about $99 a day to about $120 a day a night, and try to get about give or take 20 nights a month. So hopefully about $2,000 a month, so about 20% more than what the market is, and that's kind of the goal of Airbnb, or vacation short-term renting.
Sean, what was your most challenging thing of doing the lights around here?
I think it's always a little difficult when remodeling not to make a mess. So as you can see, we did a good job of that part. But yeah, everything came out great. I think it's gonna look really clean when it's all said and done. We still need to get in the ventilation for the air conditioning, and that should be good to go.
Excellent. So everything looks like it's coming into place, but I have to ask, what's that smell?
Yeah, so again, kind of like Sean said, when you do remodels, you kind of never know what you're getting into, and you kind of got to make a mess. So there's a bit of a backflow happening from the plumbing, and it seems like the plumbing is not going all the way out. Okay. So we've got to make sure that we've got to get the plumber back in, snake the line, make sure that it flows all the way through. That's why we're getting that distinct aroma.
That's one way of putting it. So what are they going to have to do in order to prevent any backups? Yeah,
so it's just making sure that the line is flows all the way to the street, right? It's an older line, so we had to replace some of the lines, and it's the same thing with electrical. It's difficult to kind of rebuild an existing electrical. It's better to kind of start from scratch, right? So it's kind of the same thing with plumbing. With a remodel, we didn't want to necessarily do a whole brand new plumbing system, so we kind of had to patch certain areas and see what was broken instead of new plumbing all the way through, because that's expensive. We try to what's called value engineer. So it's like work with what we have without spending too much money, but still make it workable. But sometimes it doesn't work. We'd had to in this case we're going to have to replace the plumbing.
Okay. Now, do you guys have a general idea of how you're going to stage everything?
Yeah, we do. Great question. So there's going to be the main bed over here. So the reason why there's this big sort of open area over here is because you're going to be able to see straight in, and makes the place feel a little bit bigger. Right over here in this corner, we're going to have a desk set up in that corner right over there. So there's going to be a little cute desk, little couch on that section over there, and some sort of little eating table in the corner over there with maybe the TV set up over there. So it's going to be kind of comparable to a small hotel room. That's we're 2 blocks from Little Italy. We're 3-4 blocks from Balboa Park, so we're in a walkable area.
Yeah, I do love this area.
It's gonna be glass.
This is really cool.
So you can kind of make sure you get all the areas, And we went like high end on the tile, so it's a small space, and if you use like nice features in smaller spaces, it really kind of makes it pop.
Yeah, what are all these extra knobs?
So these are different controls. So you get different sprays, when you're in the shower. So you're just like, water's coming everywhere. So
it's gonna feel like a spa.
Exactly.
I love that.
We went all out on this.
Yeah, you did. Look at the sparkle. Can we get a shot of that?
Yeah, it's cool.
It's really pretty.
So those are the good things.
So you mentioned that this open space right here is just gonna be glass?
Yeah, you're gonna be able to see the person like shower. So it's a little voyeuristic, it's a little risque, but you know, it's something for when the guests come, they can kind of talk about it, because again, it's a you know, a studio apartment, right? So you want to do something that's a little different. You want to do something that people are like wowed about, or you know, a little more provocative. Okay. That's my word for 2019, provocative.
Definitely give something to think about.
Exactly.
You guys are looking for a full experience. So this looks great. I mean, I can't wait to see how, you know, it comes together. Just one question that I think a lot of people kind of have in mind with regards to Airbnbs, the legislation. How is that going to be affected?
Yeah, so as I'm not sure if you know, but you know, Airbnb and short-term vacation rentals was illegal for a couple of months in San Diego, and it upset so many people that they, you know, people signed a petition. I think 66,000 people signed a petition, and they overturned it. So now, you know, now you can rent properties short-term again, on the beach, in your home. There's some restrictions, but basically you're allowed to do it again, and that's kind of why we're on hold a little bit, because we wanted to kind of see what the short-term vacation rental, you know, market, what was happening. And so, you know, luckily in San Diego, we got the green light.
Yeah, okay,
So
well that's
good.
great. Do you guys have a plan if, you know, this hurdle, if
Yeah,
we come across this hurdle again?
Of course, yeah. The plan B, great question. The plan B is that if we cannot short-term rent a property, we can always go into the traditional renting, 30 days, 6 months, 1 year, longer-term renting strategy.
Okay.
So you don't get as much on a monthly basis, but you're at least still earning income.
Okay.
So that's plan B. Yeah, that's kind of the goal, is to have you know, a queen or a king-size bed that can support a small family. So that's why we're going to make sure that the kitchenette is really, you know, not a lot of people are going to be cooking here in like just like a hotel room. They don't really cook here, so we're going to have minimum appliances.
Yeah.
Is kind of the plan.
But the option to cook here is, I think,
Yeah, we're
going to be like
we're going to have a full kitchen, and then Sean's going to help us make sure that we're, you know, compliant to be able to have sort of a full sort of mini kitchen setup right over here.
And the garbage disposal in, so when you need to get rid of the waste,
Same thing.
down the sink it goes.
Yeah, great. Yeah, so that's what that's part of the, and these are GFCIs. Can you tell everybody what the GFCI is, or some of the nuances?
Yeah, so...
And LED in some of the languages.
Okay, yeah. So with the GFI, basically it's set to trip. It's close proximity to water, so it's just a safety mechanism that if there's any arc, any fault, any contact with water, it trips immediately for, you know, safety of electrocution. LED.
But it doesn't affect the rest of the lights, right? So
no, absolutely not. It's its own separate entity, and it protects that device.
So GFI is GFCI?
Ground fault current interrupter.
So GFCI is more expensive than a regular plug, right? Because
absolutely.
of that. And that's code in California to have a GFCI?
Yes, absolutely.
Gotcha.
Especially when, you know, mainly when you're this close to water, it's required.
Gotcha. And then an LED is much more efficient, right?
Absolutely, yeah. So better all around for the efficiency of the home and the energy use. Keep the costs down. The light's also cleaner, better, you know, visual. So.
Gotcha. And you also Sean also specializes in solar. So Sean, can you tell Cristina, can you tell the viewers, just like, you know, like what are some of the benefits of solar? Is it worth it to go solar?
Yeah, well, for me, absolutely. I was fortunate enough to come into it about 5 or 6 years ago. I think especially with utility rates in California and how we're getting a lot of our energy is through burning coal. It's being shipped in out of state. So getting the availability to produce the energy here in the city is it's a huge benefit to anyone living in California.
Fantastic.
So can you tell us what the future for solar and electricity is?
Yeah, I think there's a lot of possibilities. It's getting much more efficient, much more affordable. Electric cars are coming along now, so you know, emissions, everything else, pollution, everything that people kind of having the problem with, and you know, everyone wants to be a little more conservative now. Green planet, that kind of thing. So yeah, I think it's very beneficial, and it's moving along very quickly now. It's evolving much quicker now.
Fantastic. You're excited about it?
Definitely, yeah.
Fantastic. Well, awesome. That is our Wednesday walkthrough. Any other questions, Christina?
I think that does it.
All right, awesome. Thanks, Sean.
Awesome, yeah.
Appreciate having you guys. Yeah, awesome.
It was nice meeting you.
Yeah, you as well.
All right. Thanks, guys. Don't forget, if you want to see more of this Airbnb rentals, make sure you like and subscribe. Thanks, guys.